in, load your account up, and you'll have your leads. Now, to access them, what you want to go to is a view called My Live Leads. Now, it may not be laid out the way mine has it initially because obviously I'm using it every day. So I'm going to show you how to get to that. So when you click on this drop down under the Leads module, you want this to be My Live Leads. So what you want to do, let me come back out. You click this little drop down, you'll have a search bar, and you type My Live Leads. Okay, and that will come up. And then what you can do is click this little star, and that'll make it a favorite. So that way in the future when you come in here, it'll be at the top of the list. You click here, and then all the leads that have been assigned to you will pop up, and you will now have access to them here in this account. Simple as that. Okay. Now while I'm in here, I might as well show you how to disposition leads. Okay. Now the important element is this: when we assign leads to you, you have effectively a week to do something with them. Okay. When I say do something, the expectation is that agents are working the leads. Okay, we give you 50 leads for free. We want you to call those folks, send refresh letters, and so forth. The way we know you've done something is if something changes on this account. So if you put a note on the account, so you get this lead and you send a refresh letter to the customer. So now you want to kind of have a log. There's a section here that's notes, sent refresh letter. And I'll take this off later on since this is a new lead. Okay, and now you can save that. And now we have a record of when you sent your refresh letter. And it also tracks as activity. So now we know something has happened on this lead. So if I go back to this lead list, look at Dorothy Myers. Hold on, let me refresh here. Because I have it sorted to go from oldest to newest. So let me go in descending order. Okay, and now because I put a note on there, it's tracking activity as May 5th at 11:58 at night. As I said, this is the middle of the night. So the key thing here is it will track activity, and as long as the system is showing activity on the leads, you have free access to it. If we give you a lead and a week goes by and nothing happens, that's letting us know that, hey, maybe you don't need the leads. We're going to take it back and give it to somebody else. Okay? Now, there's an exception to that rule. Okay, when we assign the leads to you initially, there's a lead status. And our lead statuses work in pairs. The lead statuses reflect whether or not you've made contact with the customer. So, if you call a customer and nobody answers, you would status that lead as attempted to contact, and you can drill down to whatever specific details, left message with a third party, left the message on their answer machine, no answer, whatever the case may be. You send them a text message, whatever, okay? So now we have tracked activity. Now, this is indicating that you did not speak to the customer. So the expectation is that you will make subsequent calls to try to get in contact with that customer. The rule of thumb in sales is that it's expected that you're going to make 7 to 10 contact attempts to get the person on the phone. Why? They don't know you're calling. They mailed in a card or however, whatever type of lead source it is, and they're not associating the number that's showing up on their caller ID with you. Okay? It takes a number of iterations of that number showing up on your caller ID for that person to say, who is this person and why do they keep calling me? Now, it helps if you leave a voice message, but also them seeing your number showing up repetitively on their voicemail will hopefully pique their interest, and they'll pick up the phone and either answer when you call or they'll call you back. Okay? So, let's say that person does call you back, or they answer the phone and they say, oh, you know what? I do remember that. I'm busy right now. Give me a call back next week. Okay? So what you're going to want to do is contact future follow-up. Means that you've spoken to the person and they've requested a future follow-up. Very important. When you have future follow-up requests, you want to make sure you schedule an appointment with that customer. Okay? If someone says, call me next week, you don't want to say, okay, cool, I'll give you a call next week. No. I'm going to say, okay, what day of the week is the best day for you? What's the best time of the day for me to call you? Cool. You say Mondays in the morning or better? How about I give you a call at 9 o'clock on Monday morning, or let's say 11 o'clock on Monday morning. That way you can go to the Monday morning meeting. Okay, you schedule an appointment. So you save this. On the left-hand side, you will see activities. If you click plus, it's going to show you the different type of activities. These are the two that you use. We do not use calls because that has a different function in our usage. Task and events. Tasks are kind of a honey-do list. Events are appointments. So if you click on this, and let's say, for example, this customer, and it's going to give you a little tutorial here as well, because you can use you can actually use our meeting tool. I guess there's a ton you can do with Zoho. You can make this an online meeting so you can meet with the customer right online. You click here if you wanted to do that. It schedules the meeting. If the customer has an email address, which this one does not, it would send them an email with a link to the meeting and so forth. So that doesn't apply in this case, so I'm going to uncheck this and call back in the AM. Okay, so let's say Monday is the 11th. He wants me to call him at 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll go ahead and schedule that bad boy. So let's say I'm going to schedule a 30-minute call. Okay. Now, if they had email, I could add the customer, but they don't, so I won't. Okay. And there's more details. If I want to have a reminder go out to the customer or to myself, again, if the customer has email, you can send a reminder to them. In this case, they don't, but I want to send schedule a reminder for myself. So maybe 30 minutes before the meeting, I want a reminder to come to me. I hit save. Okay. Now, on this record, I now have an appointment. Okay. And what will happen is, in the open activity section of this lead, you'll see call back in the AM. Also, in the top right-hand corner, you'll see a little calendar icon. If I click on Monday, I'll see now I have a call, 11 a.m. in the morning. I can click on that, and it will show me who I have an appointment with, and opens the record right up. Okay? So I can call that